Hello everybody and welcome back. Team Secret versus a Flipside Tactics. As our next game up on the stream, and the European qualifier has gotten tight as a tiger right now, as everyone is just hoping to avoid the dreaded tiebreakers, and Team Secret are in the thick of it. Absolute thick of it. If they get a victory here, they still only have a chance where maybe they can level up for the second positions, but that direct spot going all the way to TI, it's up for grabs. Team Secret need to win after they lost in their previous series today. Oh, hit your button, bro.
Luckily, this should be what Team Secret hopes for, a morale booster in Flipside Tactics, who are the beating stock of the European qualifiers.
They are 1 for 6.
And they have only beaten the 9th place team, and they are currently firmly in 10th. So Team Secret, if they lose this, they are almost certainly not first and might even fall out of the top 5. But
yeah.
that is a little far-fetched. Actually, they would just be tight. Yeah, they'd be in that 4th/5th territory.
Speaking of top 5, Fantastic 5 being leveled up with Escape as the top 2 teams out of the European qualifier. That's not what I was expecting from Fantastic 5. Escape, I was thinking maybe they could do it.
was super tight, man.
What?
All the teams were super close.
Yeah, definitely. But I was kind of expecting Secret to at least have a stronger performance than this. As far as Alliance go, I was actually expecting them to be exactly where they are.
How are you not going to expect the qualifier teams to go far? The European qualifiers are mega tough.
Yeah, they were.
They are super tough. If you can get there, you're definitely not getting 9th or 10th in this group. Like I would say, yeah, the open qualifier teams are, anyways, pretty good. So Team Secret, first phase Terrorblade pick. Natural counter has already been banned out by Flipside Tactics, and they are all business.
Yeah, it also helps when you pick up both your supports on Flipside Tactics, so you got no other secondary option.
You got Tinker.
You do have Tinker.
You do have Tinker. Secret might ban out Tinker. Flipside's Tinker was not that great. I watched it versus, I forget who.
I did not get to see that game.
I forgot who they played, but they got rolled really badly. Oh, I know. It was versus Illidan's team.
Okay.
Yeah. Fantastic.
5 seconds remaining.
Fantastic 5.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
They're a hater, man.
They're hitting nicely. In fact, they're playing a Tinker right now.
Yeah. Tinker's kind of pretty hot in the EU. Secret, are they going to ban Tinker? I think he's one of the few cores that deals extremely well with Terrorblade.
Well, they take out the Death Prophet instead for the 3rd ban, at least. They have one more up their sleeve.
Terrorblade gets owned because of the Ags. The Ag just destroys Terrorblade. He has five units, including his illusions, max, and then Rocket hits 4, and Refraction bounces him between all of them.
Yeah. The beautiful laser Ags upgrade.
Yep. Aside from that, Slardar is definitely not the counter to Terrorblade. It's actually one of Slardar's not good matchups at all. And then Elder Titan's also really good. Those are Elder Titan and Tinker are the 2 best, I think, versus Terrorblade. Probably explore some more.
I just can't believe we're getting through this level of the draft, and we still have both Ricky as well as Lifestealer still in the pool.
Yeah.
Like, Secret can still run this on their safe lane. No, they put the Terrorblade in the mid. Actually, they can't combo it. Unless Puppy starts getting really creative with his junglers and sends himself in there as a Darkseer.
You never know.
Yeah,
you never know.
Actually, with Puppy, you do never know.
You do never know.
This is the guy that invented the jungle Storm Spirit.
10 seconds remaining.
The jungle Pudge with the Ion Shell and Smoke, or actually Rotten Smoke. There's Puppy's kind of really done most of the junglers, the ones that you might deem near impossible. However, most of those have been patched out already.
Yeah, most of them were because of exploits with like bottle clearing and things like that, and other things. Sonic Remnant was over OP when he did the Storm Spirit one.
Well, so they didn't ban out Tinker. That's actually very surprising to me. And there's pure damage is the Terrorblade's worst enemy, so Axe banned out by Flipside. Good versus Dazzle, but they could have used it themselves. Timbersaw, banned out.
10
So the
seconds
only one
remaining.
left that I can think of that does significant amounts of pure damage
the
is
Tinker.
Tinker.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm trying to think of anyone else. Any other hero that does pure /
Not unless
Magical.
you have Eggs upgrades,
Team Secrets.
and even
turn
then,
to
you'd.
Quap, I suppose.
I was thinking Cop. I was thinking Lena,
Yeah.
like with the Eggs.
You need AOE though.
Yeah, you do. Light Striker Ray and Slave gives you a little bit of that, but
Yeah.
not enough.
Not pure.
Not up against like a big
10
farmed up
seconds
Terrorblade. Like if he's able to pick up that Skadi early on, you just won't have enough.
Mm-hmm.
5 seconds remaining.
But you get a Tidehunter, so there's some good AoE control from Flipside.
Oh, he's very good versus Terrorblade.
Counter
Forgot
team
about that.
fight. And Shadow Demon is now Team Secret's pick, and
Radiant
what a
team
surprise.
pick.
We've seen these heroes comboed so many times. More and more Terrorblades to be created as you just assault with the early Dragon Lance and the Terrorblade up into the tier 3 towers.
Tinker looking better
10 seconds
and better
remaining.
and better and better.
If Tinker doesn't get picked, are you just gonna like completely just tilt? Like so hard.
I'll just assume that Flipside doesn't
Oh,
care anymore.
greetings everybody. For some reason we came up on camera.
Hello.
Hi. That happened.
That happens. What else is good?
Tinker?
That's about it. Tinker?
Tinker seems to be good. What do you think, Ben? Is Tinker a good hero?
Tinker
I think Tinker
is
might be a good hero right now.
kind of imperative. I'm trying to think of anything else that they can do though, because they still have 2 cores left. So Gyro does a lot of AoE damage,
Yeah.
but no pure and a lot of physical.
I'm still worried then about like the initiation of Flipside, that it's a little too dependent on Ravages and
Got Earth Spirit, man.
Earth Spirit. Yeah, you got Earth Spirit, but
It's dependent on 2 of their 3 heroes. I think that's pretty good, Toby. That's
I-
pretty good.
I've seen Earth Spirit's boulder in today up against Terrorblades and get completely snapped. So
Pre-weave.
pre
Pre-grave before
yeah,
he rolls it.
and then Sunder, bitches. What do you want? There's no silence to control him apart from the one the Earth Spirit's gonna offer. That's why I kind of preferred seeing hello Alk, seeing the Lion pick up against the Terrorblade. Worked a lot more
Oh, yeah, Lion's
effectively
pretty good.
earlier today.
Yeah.
But they already picked up both their supports at the start, which is why they're sort of locked into now just getting the best cores they can. Alchemist and the Tidehunter
10 seconds remaining.
should be able to pump out a fair amount of farm.
That's a lot of minus
5
armor.
seconds
Weave,
remaining.
Gush, Acid Spray. Although Shadow
Reserve
Demon
time.
picked already, and you're gonna pick an Alchemist into it, I see this Alchemist just mega feeding.
It could easily happen.
And even if it gets farmed, Shadow Demon just makes illusions of Alchemist instead of Terrorblade. It's not even that they're not even that concerned about it.
So now for
Radiant
Team
win
Secret.
back.
So another dire side Ursa. We'll see if this one's going to be more successful than the last. Then again, the last one was very successful. Alliance's
Ursa.
Ursa was actually very successful.
It's mid Ursa though.
The-
versus Alchemist.
Yeah, it is.
The CTY
10
special.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, we just hope this Ursa doesn't meet the same fate as before.
5 seconds remaining.
And that leaves Team Secret with one more support hero to pick up. So normally you turn to a jungler. That was actually what Poppy turned to when the Axe was banned out before.
I don't
The
think
Night Stalker ban.
Do you need a jungler? I think you need someone to go into their jungle. You want to steal Alchemist stacks, and I think you also want, like Terrorblade solo versus Tidehunter is not
10
very good.
seconds
So I think you
remaining.
need another hero down there. I guess
You-
Shadow Demon's like okay. Versus
You know what's
5
required?
seconds remaining.
Enigma.
Enigma would not be completely opposed to.
It's a jungle
Reserve
puppy
time.
hero.
Yeah,
That's-
they could get away with it. I suppose.
And that way at least you offset the Alchemist farm a little bit.
I'm never on board with that though. The trading farm against farm for Alchemist.
Yeah, you're not going to win it. But at the same time, the amount of pushing power you're going to get from it is going to be pretty damn good. And the combo with the Darkseer is really nice. Means the
Yeah.
Darkseer can go for more initiating items. Because then you've got like 2 natural mech carriers.
Yeah, they don't have any lockdown though. They're rating out all the heroes that are good versus lockdown. I guess they could also go Storm, but I still think Tinker is like godly. here.
But you can't run it unless you're going to push the Alchemist to the safe lane now. Or you push the Tinker to the safe lane.
What's wrong with Alchemist safe lane?
Well, just because you do it.
10 seconds
Still do
remaining.
it versus you have Earth Spirit and Dazzle to somewhat deal with the Darkseer. They have no lockdown for the Tinker. Like Reflection, I suppose, can like stop his Blink Dagger, but like Ghost Scepter owns Terrorblade and Ursa, not that great for Shadow Demon. But assuming that they're not going to pick Tinker, let's see what else they have up in store. Team Secret, as you mentioned, liking a
We're
puppy
missing
hero.
both the Invis heroes, which have been so popular, the Bounty and the Ricky.
Yeah,
I don't know if you can get away
either
with
of them would be okay. You have Darkseer. Those are enabled. Like they're pretty good without Darkseer, but with Darkseer, they're especially good. You can also do Spirit Breaker. I wouldn't be terribly opposed to a Spirit Breaker, although that's not really puppy style.
Yeah, it really isn't his style.
yeah,
If
it
it was
is
the
not.
other CI, like it was Fantastic 5, then maybe you'd be like, hey, this could be an idea. That's puppy style.
Radiant team.
Ogre Magi.
They have a lot of
Is-
armor. High armor versus Dazzle, Tide, and Alk. And Roamer that can contest. Someone that can zone out Tide.
Heavy buff hero. Everything's nice.
I don't know.
10
Bloodlust's not that good
seconds
on Ursa.
remaining.
He already has like max attack speed. It's okay on
5
Terrorblade, but his
seconds
illusions do a
remaining.
lot of damage, and you can't really multicast all the time on him. But it's good in terms of it being
Reserve
tanky, putting pressure on the Alchemist, being able to zone out the Tide.
So flip side, answer back. You're up against fair amount of stun, fair amount of damage, a lot of push,
10 seconds
a lot of
remaining.
control. What's gonna be their final call?
5
Press T for
seconds
Tinker.
remaining.
T for Tinker does sound like a good idea, but it will be a slog.
Slug is so-so here. It doesn't match up that well versus Darkseer. I think they're going to have a lot of problems with Bulbous Darkseer. Like, Dazzle's not that good as zoning him out. Earth Spirit doesn't want to babysit in a safe lane, but he might have to this time. And then there's already going to be a Shadow Demon running around on the Alchemist. I must say I favor Team Secret's draft a lot. They got away with the first pick Terrorblade without it being countered. They have a great Roche lineup. They're on Dire, and their offlaner is going to get a lot. Puppy's free to roam around. He's not really scared of these roamers. Like, what is Earth Spirit going to do versus Ogre running at you? You can slow him,
Yeah.
and you can stun him, but Ogre's just going to laugh at you twice over and club you.
At the same time,
Yeah.
yeah.
Time for first Barracks Destruction.
All right. Well, that's a little harder.
20 to 30.
Should be around the right time when Terrorblade's pushing.
Total number of Roshan kills. I'm going 0 to 2, because I don't think it's going to last that long. First player to buy a Blink Dagger.
You do have Secret with an Ursa on Dire side, though. You actually think they're just going to end this game?
Yes.
I'm going to go for 3. I'm going to go for 3. I think
Three's reasonable. I'm gonna go with Secret RTZ, the first player to buy a Blink Dagger. It could be Slark though. Slarks generally prefer Shadowblade nowadays though. Player who gets the longest kill streak. RTZ.
Oh, here comes a fight already. Let's get rid of predictions. They're looking for a stun. Over towards the Dazzle. First stun with the Iron Shell damage, already getting in the Fury swipes too. They need a little bit more slow to arrive, and okay, that'll do it. Disruption, full surround, and they find the kill. That is first blood going the way of Team Secret
Are you
against
still
Dazzle.
sure there's gonna be 3 Roches, Toby?
No, I am actually changing my prediction.
Yep, there you go.
We're going to go to 2.
Longest kill streak, I put R2R.
Yeah, TZ would be... I would actually think about Eternal Envy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is-
I'm going with RTZ.
Okay, I'm going to go with our TZ and Envy, but I'm going to go 3-4, so we split up a little bit.
Okay.
No. We can't have both the same answers.
So Dire have not placed too many Observer Wars yet, just one near that bottom rune. Radiant. They
Look at that defensive award up on top.
that is very defensive.
Like that's not even like Riverside. He's really worried about who's going to rotate in behind him.
Why is this Iron Talon on Chicken? It's very unusual.
It belongs to Shashlo. It belongs to the Tide Hunter.
Yeah,
Is he trying to hide it?
you would just drop it at tower, if so. Well,
Weird. So bottom lane, Funskull going to boulder himself forward towards Puppy. The Iron Shells are being brought up. Cedo is actually burning very heavily because of that. Puppy needs one more attack and he's going to get it. That is a very, a 7 armor and almost 650 HP you got to get through in order to kill that Ogre. An optimistic boulder ends with the death of your safe laner.
I think they're used to like weak supports pulling out the Darkseer, but Ogre is not a weak support. He is the opposite of weak support. He is one of the most tanky supports in the game. You cannot run at him at level 1 unless you have a lot of heroes.
Oh, they had 3 of them, and even that wasn't enough.
They have Ion Shell against 2 melee. How are you gonna tank that? You cannot.
You don't, obviously.
You do
You
not.
feed a kill away. Oh, Team Secret, it's a start they really needed as well. As you said, this is a confidence-building style game. Flipside have had real issues trying to find any kills,
They're not doing
any
the-
victories in this competition so far.
I'm surprised they didn't do the mid Ursa. I guess they want that matchup versus the Tide because they block up his spawn and Tide Hunter.
Maybe,
is not a good
Envy
matchup.
also just feels a little bit more comfortable. I guess a Terrorblade farming in the mid.
He has high armor, so he doesn't have to worry about Acid Spray, but I would say it's more so like Ursa can kill Tide.
That's
whereas
cool.
Tide Hunter
Bulba's
not so
going to
much.
body block him. There's the Ignite. Puppey still has a stun in 1 second time. They again... Okay, Team Secret, I swear they've been practicing their SD strats. Even if it wasn't Pilot Eye being involved this time around. Like the Illusion Surround they were able to do on day 1 of this group stage, combining up with Eternal Envy, was absolutely spectacular. And again, this positioning, really, really good from them.
Pilot Eye looking to perhaps set up a kill onto the mid lane. They do have Reservoir Ward scouting out. If anyone's coming from behind, Vanscore will dodge that, but looks
Puppey.
like... Yeah, they want part of this mid lane. Someone is about to get disrupted.
Manscore's going to boulder over. He'll find Puppey, but like, what do you want to do? Hey, that is a lot of rolls of fat to get through. That is a well-insulated Ogre.
2 heroes smoked. Dazzle.
They're actually pinging to go towards the mid. Or at least drawing to go towards the mid, but it's the same time as Metamorphosis just got triggered by Envy.
They have to hit a very nice Shadow Wave, and that is very difficult versus the ranged Terrorblade.
At least they get some good timing when Pilot Die is leaving. At the same time, Slark just got solo. No, there were 2 of them together. It was Ogre and Bulba together.
Well, they're going to make a move onto the mid lane. Eternal Envy.
Yep, trying to run this out. Back towards the tower with PMS, makes more of himself. Panscore, that's a lot of damage he takes. And he attacked him just at the end of the Metamorphosis.
Yep.
And now Envy, all he's got to do is bottle and salve.
He doesn't even have reflection. That's how not scared he is in this lane. And how concerned about efficiency. Shoshlo in a little bit of trouble. Pilot Eye opting not to use his disruption there.
The run for the rune. Obviously, Ogres are faster. Ignite as well. He does have a stun of Veil. Actually, he doesn't, if he wants to consume the Mango, but it's not really required. Just
Not
force him
worth
off the lane. This CS is unbelievably imbalanced towards Arteezy. I think I chose wisely as far as the Blink Dagger goes.
Is he even going to rush Blink before the mask? Not sure. There's no one in top lane. I think you can just get away with doing Roche because Flipside, very unlikely to fight unless Tide under 6, but I think you can do it before he's 6.
Wow. It's a toss-up. Like, does Arteezy even want to rotate to try and find kills, or is it just rotate Roshan then force towers?
I think you just kill Roche because Terrorblade can do the pushing of the towers.
Easy bottle refill as Puppey does that for EE. And then instantly they harass into this Alchemist. The Alchemist has 14 CS. It's not that bad when you've got Greaves to try and offset it a little bit, but still, you're being out CS by a Terrorblade in mid lane. And you're not finding any real answers. In fact, you're losing too many heroes. Now it's up to Seedoy, the Ignite, the Stun, the Iron Shells are up as well. And, well, no Dark... He took forever to Dark Pact, in fact. And the longest kill streak currently belongs to Bulba. Mr. 302.
This is a super easy game for Bulba, though.
They're going to find another one. Disruption. Again, they move for the surround around the Dazzle. He does not have Shallow Grave. So Poison from Pylite Die should even get the kill, but it's going to be a 4-kill streak now arriving for Bulba. Rack 'em, stack 'em, and pack 'em. 6-0 now for Team Secret.
Prediction: when will Flipside get their first kill?
Prediction, I'm going to say like 12 minutes. After Team Secret is so fat, they decide to just over dive on Flipside.
I will go with 17.
17?
17. Actually, I feel like Puppy's gonna die. I'll just say 17.
Why Puppy?
Why Puppy? Because he's the one that's most likely to die, because he's playing super aggressively with Ion Shell and he's Ogre.
He's also baiting him to come for him. And now with the pounce away, Seedoy starts the Dark Pact. So Puppy knew there was no point setting him up. But Envy gonna team up here with Pylai Die. Taby Wild's just trying to farm up the camps quickly, and it's gonna be the poor little Dazzle who comes in close. Envy activates the double damage. He just needs one more attack. Okay, make it 2 with the extra heal that was there. But that's a double damage Terrorblade doing over 260 damage a pop.
Radiant's bottom tower is
That
under
tier 1
attack.
tower should not last.
And he had Soul Catcher on him.
Amplification through the roof.
So RTZ did buy the mask first. Farming away.
Alchemist doesn't actually have his Chemical Rage available. Now he does. Envy, one last attack will do the job. He only attacked with his illusion on that last one. But that is going to be the death of the Alchemist. And looks like RTZ does find that kill. He bought a full Mask of Madness over on the Ursa.
Are fortified.
Do Flipside even get a kill this game?
So I said, like, it's Team Secret, they dominate so heavily that then they overcommit underneath the tier 1 tower. And the only thing which would probably help you establish that kill is the Ravage from the Tidehunter, but he's still shy of level 6. The Slark doesn't have enough mana to really do much. Okay, pounce forward, Eternal Envy. Difficult to get a kill when he can just Sunder. It was a very early Sunder. Might have been worried about the silence from Vanskor, but now it's Seedoy, who's underneath the tower. He really wanted that kill. Disruptions up from Pylai Die. Envy will send in illusions, but Seedoy, the pounce away, down to 2 HP. And the poison, he has to leap away to avoid it. And that's going to be Roshan the way of Arteezy. Envy can take the haste rune and just run back to base, or what's he doing? Oh, it's Arteezy who takes the haste rune. Envy will get the polar charges. But everyone from Flipside's headed home. They're all so low, apart from the Dazzle. But he can't stand by himself, so they move to the bottom lane instead. And now it's time to a TP. They actually ping out the tree line spot. But Take Me Wild just jumps a little bit further over, so he's far enough away from the stun of Puppy.
Puppy will find no one. Envy still being pretty bold with no reflection. I guess that's okay.
I don't think he really cares at the moment.
It's really good defensively, I think.
Oh, Arteezy. Mask of Madness available. Gonna try and okay, he gets half the life off Zarshlo. Not too bad for when he's going through 1000 HP. And okay, Take Me Wild's in the wrong spot at the wrong time. Thought he could farm up here after his teammate already abandoned him. This seems like a very disconnected Flipside lineup as far as how they are approaching this game.
I agree. So level 7 on Tide. Maybe Smoke Gank.
Or maybe
At some
Seedoy.
point.
Dark Pact pounce away. Then it's Vanskor who also has to boulder himself away to safety.
Yeah, Eternal Envy's not for going for any defensive items. You'll usually see
Radiant's
raindrops on
middle
Terrorblade
tower is under attack.
because that's what he's most susceptible to. Magic Burst, which is what I guess coming out from Boulder Smash,
yeah. Where's that magical damage?
Pounce. It's
Yeah.
only 40 damage. Gush. Ravage. Okay, there you go. Ravage.
That would be one thing. But instead,
Dire has U-Scan. They have hit the heroes. They know where the gank is coming. Terrorblade will reveal
Envy
it.
walks in. He's got an Invis root. They don't have detection. He can actually break everything because no one brought a sentry or dust.
That is a very timely.
High five for predictions. Arteezy instantly puts the Blink Dagger to work, attacking into the Dazzle. And Team Secret,
Get more kills,
11-0.
Artur. So, yeah, this is getting ugly. 11,000 gold lead, 11 minutes into the game. 11-0 for Secret. 1 kill a minute, 1,000 gold a minute. Why not Team Secret?
Tower is under attack.
It's just Secret things. Puppy, haste runes up and just charging forward. Sorry, I should say surged up, charging up after Vanscore, and they just call it. An 11.5-minute GG call will arrive. Vanscore will drop, and the end score will be 12-0. That was
All right.
that was fast.
GG.
GG.
Yeah, that was kind of well warranted. I do not blame Flipsid at all for that. I actually think that was a good move.
Yeah.
Nice try, Flipside.
It would have
Unfortunately-
droned on. It's a
Yeah.
hard time for them too. They understand these games don't mean anything for them anymore. It means something for Team Secret. They'll actually go up to 5-3, so they have only one more game to play, and that'll be up against Team Empire, the last series of today. And we also have, that's it for Team Secret.
What? They're 5-3? What'd you say? They're
Yeah, they're 5-3, so they got one more series to play.
Yep.
Yeah, and then
There's not too much to talk about this game.
no, there really isn't.
Flipside are done. They got crushed, and they will be exiting the tournament in very likely last place or second to last place. So very unfortunate run for them. I had a little bit of hope for them going into the qualifiers, but the EU teams are very, very stacked, and that bottom part is not terribly interesting of the round robin. So still we are eyeing the top 5 as of the moment.
Well, you'll enjoy the next game coming up because it actually includes part of the top 5. Ad Finum. That is the next game which will be cast up on this stream up against the Fantastic Five.
That is a very high priority game.
Yeah, that's going to decide a hell of a lot of what's happening. Whereas if Ad
Yep.
Finum can get the victory, like the battle for number 1 is completely up for grabs. It'll be followed by Flipside Tactics versus virtus.pro. So another one where, well, Flipside, I feel really sorry for him, but that's just what happens. But it's an important game for VP to win, and then we will be having tiebreakers. The European scene, European qualifier. I think there's actually no way to avoid it. So that's what's coming up on the streams. So they could all be running at the same time. Whatever's going to happen, we'll find out. Stay tuned, and we'll be back after the